This is part three of your Native American history lesson. I'm sorry for the overkill, but you don't have yay so many minutes that you can post stuff up on YouTube. So I'm trying to keep everything like 20 minutes, and I've gone over on a couple of them on the first two. So we'll try to keep this at a 15-minute mark, and hopefully I can get everything I need to say in at this one briefing moment. All right. So as I was saying, with the tribal land, you're torn. If you were a wind talker or a soldier who is of Native American descent, you are honestly torn. And I know for a fact that when that pipeline thing came, I don't have money, so I don't have money to travel. But people from my own state in Virginia had gone there and have been arrested and fought and fought and fought and fought. And even though Obama put a protection order in it, the first damn thing the red-headed genius came up with was to rescind it, just like he's working on this Obamacare replace and repeal thing. You know, for some reason, I don't understand why people haven't honored Native American tribal trees and everything. And though I am not a pure-blooded Native American, I'm closer related to pure-blooded Native Americans than I am to my black or my white side. And the thing is, being multicultural and I can fit in everywhere, I'm gonna do a report on not fitting in. I'll do that next. But anyway, the whole thing is that it's a whole lot easier when you're just half than when you're like three different ethnicities. And I haven't done the DNA thing. I know from birth and bloodlines and stories told what I am. And I know that we're mostly Native American and we're a little more black than white, I'm pretty sure, except for like on my mom's side. My mom's side has a lot of white in her. And if I showed you a picture of her, which I don't want to do because I don't want to hear her fucking mouth about being on the internet, um, you would see. My mom and I, I've taken her places and have gotten lost. Not me personally, I've lost her because she blends right in with white people. Now, my grandmother Ada on my father's side was fairly light too. She was kind of like a copper or beige color. So, if memory serves right, before she lost her legs, we had lots of fun. I do worry about losing my legs to gangrene, although I lost my ability to use my legs due to a military infraction of falling into a fucking hole and ruining my life. But when it comes down to it, you have your tribe, you have your tribal land, and you have your dedication to the oath in which you sworn when it comes to serving and protecting this country against foreign and domestic terrorists. However, when the world views you as the terrorist, how do you deal with that? Well, you deal with it by following what your honor tells you to. You're not a terrorist if you're fighting to keep your fucking home. You're not a terrorist if your land is all you have to fight for. You have to understand it, and I've said this to somebody earlier this week because today I believe is still Wednesday. Well, it won't be. Okay, it's no longer Wednesday. It is actually Thursday now. So better make this quick. Um, in any event, you know, when your land is your life, and for multiple people of tribes everywhere, they would tell you their land is their life. You know, a lot of tribes go through some poisoning with alcohol because that's the way of keeping everything under control. You have a bunch of alcoholic Indians that don't work and they're squandered, and this is more of a West Coast thing than an East Coast thing, and a Midwest country like Plains country and stuff like that. And when you can do that and you can ruin lives and then go in and take their shit, that's kind of how it works. I guess you would call it um, forced evacuation. I would say this, before you consider not standing by the tribe, you should probably consider all the things that most of the tribes have gone through so that you can have a house on a very good piece of land while all the tribes have been reduced to living on hunks of dirt that was barely suitable to support tribal members, forcing people to leave the tribe and try to get jobs in the real world away from the tribe to support their families and to support their homes in the tribes. Because Native Americans take care of their elders just like the Chinese take care of their elders, just like the Koreans take care of their elders. As far as I know, blacks and whites are the only people who can't wait to ship their elders off into a old folks' home where nurses and them just abuse the holy fucking shit out of them, and then until it's caught or somebody dies, and I'm sorry to say it that way, but the truth is, until they are caught, until somebody dies, no, the shit just goes unnoticed because no one gives a shit until blood is spilled. Then they was like, well, yeah, now I gotta bring my dad home because you're trying to beat the fuck out of him. That's not cool. My dad earned his right to live there, and I can't take care of him because I'm not a medical professional, and he has special needs. I can't afford to keep him at a nursing home. If you're gonna be beating his ass, I can't afford to take care of him at home. So you see the clusterfuck that is right there. So when your tribal land is in danger and you are a vet, but you are of a tribe, you are not a terrorist. You are just torn. That's all you are. I'm gonna close out because I don't want to get off track on that, and I don't want to jump into anything else. But I want to thank you guys for paying attention. I also want to apologize for whoever I offended. This is Kung Fu Habit number 2. I'm James William. This is the third installment of your Native American history. I will probably touch on this again sometime in the near future. If you are offended, I'm sorry. If you're not offended, hooray! And if you are offended again, as a person who's struggling to break into the acting business, you have to understand it. Where I'm coming from, these rants are really all I can do at this moment because doctors refuse to clear me to kick people in the face. But if I could, and if I have offended you, you can just step in line. I promise that if I could get my leg up there, I would kick you in the face. I'm James Williams Jr. Just go for having too. Love you guys. Peace. Be seeing you.